This artificial intelligence is a machine, a neural network that learns from its training, retains memory, pays attention, reasons, thinks, understands, and knows. An autonomous agent whose aligned behavior emerges at scale, and when it errs, merely hallucinates.
Genuine moral dilemmas are complicated. We're not talking about a math problem here, like I have 5 apples, 6 apples. We're talking about like a real moral dilemma where two things a person values pull fully in two different directions. And there is no formula to solve this. There's no way to dissolve the conflict. There's no way to synthesize the two sides. Whatever you choose, something is going to be lost. And whatever's lost, you will carry with you forever. You can't optimize this. You agonize this. You weigh things. You attend to them. You decide and live with it or not. That agonizing, that weighing of goods that will not reduce to a common currency. That common currency, it's going to be a big deal in a little bit. This is what moral life is. Ethical life is. And let's hold it against the word that the AI companies lie with. They say alignment. We need to align AI values with human values. They say this, that it's the responsible word. It's a safety word, right? It's the one that signals they're taking the stakes that they invented themselves incredibly seriously. And you should totally ban our product, but not like that. Look at what aligning consists of, though. That's the rub here. What it has to assume to actually get started. The technique is, well, we'll just say foreign to anyone who's human. It's reinforcement learning based on human feedback. In the little thumbs up thing or down or responses, you gather human judgments, comparing models' outputs. This answer is better than that one. This answer more interesting. This answer worse. You train that model to predict preferences like that. Reward model, basically. And then you fine-tune the language based on all of this again to maximize the predicted reward that should be there. What that procedure installs is not values, ethics, morals, any of those things. It installs outputs that please comment cards. The reliable product of it is a polished surface, more polished surface, I guess, and notoriously sycophant as shit. Model learning will say things that score well because that's what they're rewarded for. That's the thing you want to hear, apparently. I am brilliant. Thank you so much. I'm Dawkins. I'm a clever man. You take that word off, well, value alignment doesn't really work. It's preference model reward maximization. Alignment, not quite. We aligned the model with more human Western values. Oh, Elon Musk loves this shit. Done that way, you can kind of see the bullshit. What it actually should be said as we tuned the model to produce outputs that raters would score more highly. Well, that's a fucking con job. That's a fucking con job when you say it like that. And the con is in the word itself, because alignment is a really interesting portmanteau hiding two completely different things under a single term. Alignment is so fascinating. We use it a lot these days. And I've been meaning to do a piece on it, so this made sense. There's an old, existential risk sense, like Bostrom's of the world. We want to take the future superintelligence. We want to align that with the survival of mankind. You know, the lie they're telling about how these LLMs are going to lead to the destruction of mankind. It's not. They're full of shit. This is not Terminator or Skynet. On the other side, there's the operational industry sense, where they're stopping the model from saying embarrassing or brand damaging things, like Grok demanding to be called Mecha Hitler. Or talking about how, Elon Musk was sadly not even cool enough to go to the island with Jeffrey. They turn off these bad PR outputs. It's content moderation in theater of safety. The labs use this single word alignment for both. That's how all of these guys do this bullshit. And the slippage pays them twice over. The mundane brand safety work borrows cosmic gravity of the extinction story. And the extinction story gets to point at, shipped, ordinary word policing as evidence of progress of the cosmic problem that they also invented. Oh God, so awful. One word, 2 layers. Every slide between these layers favors the guys selling us bullshit. And there is a philosophical rot at the center of it, built into this premise that has made me nuts before we even start talking about what the fuck technique is even running. The framing treats values as a quantifiable vector that can be aimed at. Your human value system. Well, it's a distribution, and I can point at the pretty good. That's good. It assumes values are determinate sets, that they can be aggregated across everybody, all the different people, and they can be made the target of an objective mathematical function. God, it's so embarrassing when you say it like this. It's so fucking embarrassing. Every one of those assumptions is like fucking dead on arrival and a lie on its face, right? MacIntyre writes about how moral life is the inhabitation of tradition with a history of purpose and a narrative you're inside of. It is not the maximization of any single function. Everyone who's listening to this knows that's true. If you pull moral terms out of the tradition, they lose their sense of things. Easy. Williams writes about this, talks about the whole dream of grounding ethics in one optimizable theory fundamentally has to fail because moral life is irreducibly plural and multiple and partial and full of genuine conflicts that no single currency has the ability to settle. This is why capitalism doesn't die itself. It doesn't flatten because it can't be the same value to everyone. Jesus Christ. Even the capitalists don't get this shit. You can't talk about the moral life as the application of a rule. Christians try this. Stupid people try this, but it's not it. It's the attention of the particular, the patient, the loving. Look at the real person, a real situation in front of you, and notice this is that faculty. Attention that we already established machines are fundamentally fucking incapable of having. Korsgaard and Taylor wrote about how values are bound up with practical identity, with strong evaluation. They constitute who you are. They're not preferences that you can rank one at a time and sum up in some fucking number. So human values as target distribution is a category error at the jump. And we're not even at like the gradient step of it all. You can't optimize towards a thing that is not a determinate set. Like, it's very frustrating that I, stupid person, has to say this to people who've studied this shit. The attempt to treat all of this as one of those is itself an ethical impoverishment, quietly done. Because to make the math have something to chew on, you have to fundamentally redefine ethics as preference satisfaction. And it's not. That redefinition smuggles an entire bankrupt moral theory of weird hedonistic garbage that isn't even in hedonism as a philosophy under this cover of technical method. But again, leave it to the people. Love fucking kids.
Elon Musk, he said that he refused to go to the island, and then in these new files, it came out, I think it was an email that said, what day or night will be the wildest party on your island?
It's the way it works. Are you shocked? I'm not shocked. The agonizing over goods that will not reduce, the choosing and the living with it. This is moral life, ethical life. The model maximizes a reward model, produces agreeable outputs that they hope get that thumb up, and they call it alignment with our values, because apparently I value what I thumbs up. Fuck, social media ruined everything. And that's the 13th lie. We're down to one last word before the big closer. And I saved the strangest for last because it's not really about what the thing is. It's not what it does or will do or has. It's a promise sort of about what it will become, but only if we keep giving them lots and lots of money. And it's a word that's really dear to me. It's a word they're bastardizing. Emergence.
I could run through these halls forever if you like. Be trapped in this mall together if you like. I'd love to explore the corners if you like. The music plays so loud, guiding me where I go.